to switch it up.
I'm Jim Czek with Kelowna Now. With me, Kayla Caruana.
I'm on this side today.
There you go. Switching sides with Tesla Talks. And Kayla's got some stuff.
I got some stuff. I looked up some winter driving tips.
Look behind us, winter. Look
right?
up there.
It's,
like the
it's
snow.
happening.
Snow in the mountains.
Whether we like it or we don't, it's happening. So, because one of the questions that I get often asked about my car is how it handles in the winter. So, do we want to start there? How does yours handle in the winter?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, because it's heavy.
Yeah.
Right? So it's heavy.
I think people forget how heavy it is.
Sticks to the road and low center of gravity. I think that's huge, right? Yeah. And winter tires obviously help, right? And
this is the first season for you with full self-driving.
Yeah.
So how has it been?
I haven't had it where it's plugged up the cameras with snow yet, so it's been good that way. So like it goes off. I've done last year. It caused some grief when the cameras get covered and it says it can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Because you got to go clean the cameras off or whatever. Because that's how it drives. Right?
And I find the backup camera is the one that gets the most dirty, but that's with every
car.
It's
kind of like the mud gets on it, and then we go to back up and you don't notice anything. It's like I can't see nothing, right? Because the backup camera in a Tesla is amazing.
It really is.
It's actually amazing. Like it's like 4K, but when it's covered in mud, it's like
it doesn't help you at all.
No.
Yeah. So some of the self-driving tips, I thought this was funny because this is like a common saying in our household, which is ABC, which is always be charging.
There you go.
In our household.
Yeah.
And that is one of their tips. So one of their tips is just to say,
make sure you're topped up.
Yeah, you're always plugged in. Also, when you're setting your scheduled departure, if your vehicle's already plugged in, they say, and this is straight from the Tesla website, that it'll not drain your battery. And obviously when you're winter driving, we've got a bit of a lull. I lose about 20% or so in the winter time, depending on where I'm going and how far I'm going. Yeah. So you got to account for that. So that's one.
Do you turn your steering wheel on and your seats?
I don't have the steering wheel heater.
Oh, right, because you're 2019, right?
Yeah, so I don't have it.
So you're going to have to put those pocket warmers in here. But if you use full self-drive, you don't touch the steering wheel.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. You're right. Yeah, you're right. No, but I do use the defrost mode. So that I didn't realize, and maybe you don't know, or maybe we'll learn something new here, but the defrost mode and just turning on the cabin, there's a difference.
Yeah.
So the defrost will also do the plug, like the charging port.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I learned this morning. So defrost mode, it'll also do for the Model X and the S, it'll do the handles.
I was going to say that because, this morning when I ended up driving Nikki's car, the S, and definitely it rained and it iced up and you could hear the doors when you walk up because the handles project themselves because they're not there until you, and it kind of like rolled through the ice, right? So so there you go.
Awesome. Yeah. So the Model S, the door handles are designed to break through the ice and extend from the vehicle. Same with the X, the doors. So your daughter, the doors.
The doors on the X are like next level, right? Because you walk up to the car and the door opens for you. You're just like, thank you, James. Thank you, James.
Thanks for having me.
And you put your foot on the brake and it's like it closes the door and it's like, you're welcome.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So that's also designed. And then the Y and the 3. I didn't know this, but you can go into your custom controls inside of the app and you can use the unlatched door feature, which is also designed to break through ice.
Well, there you go.
So if you ever have any issues.
Because you do have a manual control in the car as well, right?
Yes.
But you shouldn't be using that manual control, right?
Yeah. Also, what are you doing inside the car when you're like, you'd have to be in the vehicle for
a really long time. It shouldn't be that cold, right?
Yeah. So the other ones are like watching the snowflake icon, which I don't see very often. I go from a garage to an underground parking. So I say my car's an indoor car. She likes it indoors, and so
what's the name of your car? Because you can name your car.
Yeah.
Tess?
It's not very creative. Should we come up with a new name?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. What's yours?
Mine was Nana. I named it after my mom.
Oh, that's nice. That's so much more thoughtful.
And Nick calls his Glenn for some reason.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's random.
Pick Glenn. So you can name your car. You can pick the color of your car.
We should be asking this when we have guests.
Yeah.
It should be our number
what's
one
your
question.
What's the name of your car?
Yeah.
Right? Because if you have like obviously your partner has a car, so you can swipe between cars, right? Like you can, if you're driving either one, right?
His name Jeannie.
Jeannie?
Yeah. Jeannie.
Is there a story on that? Like you should be jealous about?
Player? Yeah. Tennis player Jeannie Bouchard. He really likes her. So yeah. His favorite thing is he's like, I have to take Jeannie for a bath. I'm like, okay, sure.
So if he ever gets a girlfriend on the side named Jeannie, then you're never going to know what's going on.
I'm never going to know. I think he's talking about his car. I'll never know. That's really funny. Okay, yeah, the defrost feature, which we talked about. I bought, you you got specific winter tires, or did you just get standard winter tires? Because they have suggestions for
I just got
tires.
the knockoff tires, winter tires.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Like
plan
the
to
standard
speed a
ones.
lot. Yeah. So I didn't get the fancy ones with the foam because the Tesla tires have the foam in them for road noise.
Yeah, performance.
The
and things.
Nicki's has that on the S.
Did she have to get that specifically, or
No,
was it
no,
just a suggestion?
it was a rush because we were going to Calgary and we don't get winter tires on it, and the tire shop just like it was a big bill too.
Yeah.
So they're more expensive for sure for the foam because it's a road quieting
Yeah.
tire and it's specifically made for Tesla. It's a little harder rubber too.
Which is a cost consideration
Yeah.
when you're weighing the pros and cons of a new vehicle too.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
that is a bit more.
so I did on mine I did buy more knockoff tires, winners, and then I got the rims. I got
Oh yeah,
rims
a separate set.
from online. Yeah.
Oh okay, yeah.
But they're
That's
Tesla
smart.
knockoff rims though too,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, and they, I don't know.
cheaper because at the
I
end of the
think-
day, it's like $30 to just switch your, the tire and rims, but it's like $180 to do like to remount the tires. What do? Do you have separate rims and tires?
You know what? Now that you're saying this out loud, I should probably just buy new rims.
Yeah, because like it only
Yeah.
takes 3 years and you paid for the rims,
Yeah.
right? Because yeah,
they
you're probably
swap
paying
them.
about $180, right?
I think
or
more
something.
than that.
Oh, you're paying more. There you
Yeah.
go. So I'm gonna give you a link, and then
Thank you.
you're
That
gonna
would be great.
and you're not
Hopefully
gonna
it's an
do that
affiliate
anymore,
link.
right? So
Yeah, and then snow chains was something that I've never
yeah.
seen it. I've never
Chain
seen
up?
it on a Tesla, but have
Yeah.
you?
I had not a lot of people use
We don't
chains. I've
really-
used once chains. It's such a pain, and you get
really
covered
is.
in mud, and you just. I mean, if the roads are really bad, sure, chain up. I guess you could
Yeah.
have them in there for safety, but
Yeah, I did hear an interesting
noisy,
story.
bumpy.
Yeah, so much.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely not helping with the noise. I did hear an interesting story about autopilot in the snow, and this was just another Tesla driver here in Kelowna. She uses autopilot every single day as well,
Yeah.
and the car automatically corrected
Yeah.
some of the
It's like
ice.
the sliding. Like it really
So,
is good at.
It's ahead of you.
Probably better than some drivers when they go into a slide. Like, definitely the technology is
Yeah.
pretty. The force is strong within it.
Yeah, which brings us back to if everyone on the road
Yeah.
was driving the same vehicle in a world. Imagine that. That would be quite the funny.
Especially when they start talking to each other, and that's part of it. And what the next iterations are supposed to be. Like if a Tesla goes down a road and says it's a dead end, that'll
Yeah.
be the last Tesla that goes down that road because it'll communicate with the rest of
Mhm.
the pods and
Yeah.
say, "Don't go down this road."
Don't. Yeah.
Unless you're
Don't
mean
do
to go
that.
down that road.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they will start communicating with each other. They should start winking at each other when
They
when
really
drive
should.
by. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And also, it doesn't take, this is a tangent, but it doesn't take that much energy for the vehicles to show up as Teslas on the screen. I always thought
Mhm.
that would be neat. Like
Yeah.
if you were near a Tesla,
Yeah.
it would show up in a different way.
Yeah.
But
I get
anyway.
flashed a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I think my
Oh.
lights are bright.
I wave to everyone, but
No, man, my lights, I
Oh,
get
yeah?
a lot of like high beam. Like,
oh really?
I get a lot of that.
Yeah. And there's so many Cybertrucks now. It's crazy
There
out
is.
there. Yeah. Other than that, the braking system and things like that, like every update that they do, apparently they're enhancing the regenerative braking every
Mhm.
time. But the only thing they say is just like if the battery's too cold, then just be paying attention.
Yeah, that precondition thing is definitely, if you're going to a supercharger, just put in that location because it'll precondition the battery before it gets there.
Yeah.
And it'll charge faster, right? Because the battery's warm.
Yeah, which is honestly, when you're using the navigation system correctly,
Yeah.
it already predetermines all of the stops.
I use
and
the
things like
nav.
that.
Do you have your home and work kind of plugged
Yeah.
in? Yeah.
Yeah,
So then you just
already.
have to touch or just push the
Sometimes
button
it
and say
does it
take
for
me
me.
home, or yeah,
Yeah.
automatically. Yeah, it's already starts
Like if it
taking you
knows your
home, right?
pattern.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like. Yeah.
We're going home now, whether you like it
You're
or
just
not.
like, I want to go to
hope
the
you don't
mall.
have
And it's
any
like,
plans.
no,
Yeah.
you don't have enough money. You're going home.
I hope you have no plans. I have access to your bank account.
That's
We're
right.
going home.
I've checked your bank account.
Yeah.
Shopping is not in the plans.
We're going home. Okay.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a quick show because you've
Yeah.
got a meeting to go to.
That's
as well.
all good.
And
Yeah.
are we gonna get
Do you
one
have
more in before
anything?
the end? Or,
I hope so. Yeah,
There you
let's
go.
do that because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should wear hats or something.
there you go.
Yeah.
And Tesla stock on a tear. If anybody owns any Tesla stock, you probably know that it's on a tear.
Yeah.
And it has. I think a lot of analysts now recognize that Tesla's not just a car company; it's an AI company.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big. You're in the finance world. So
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
that,
No,
right? So-
we watch to see what's happening, but in terms of like what's going on in the US and the valuations of companies.
Yeah.
You know, this is not a new company, but a new perspective on valuations.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
It's completely different. It's changed how people are looking at Tesla for sure, right? Because they have to model it now for autonomy, robotics, and AI.
And they really don't know how to do all of that yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think their COO was out there saying it's a $40 trillion company. I think its valuation today might be in the, like 1.5 trillion. I mean, it went from under a trillion like a month ago.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's had a huge jump, right? So
I can't believe that. It's been that short of a time, hey? Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Anyway, we thank you for watching Kelowna Now, and we'll be back before the end of the year with another Tesla Talks. And till then, have a great day. Look at the traffic flowing behind us, like moving nicely, right? There you go.
Take care.
All right, bye now.